Tonight's greatness in barbecue entertainment is partnered with the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, the Barbecue Store, Chupacabra Throwdown, Team Cosmos Q Products, Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics, We Branded Promotion, Texas Oil Dove, Team Rectech, Texas Original Charcoal Company, Navy SEAL Danny Dietz Memorial Classic, Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation, Pinkerton Pit Barbecue, Mr. King Sharpening Services, Smoke and Magic, the All Fired Up Cook-Off, Laredo Roofing Solutions, Half-Fast Cooker, and the Chopping Block in Webster and Victoria.
If you're gonna put it in the box, put it in the box. I call it bass boat.
Bass boating?
If you ever seen a bass boat go down the water and everything like that.
Oh, and he nailed it. Oh, shit. Hashtag bass boat.
Hey, we got any more beer in here?
Alright, I'm sorry. I won't talk again. I'm sorry. Alright, go ahead, Robbie.
Well, hello there. I'm Dennis Butterworth with Warpig BBQ, but you can call me Butter, and you're listening and watching the So Smoking Gooder Show with Rob Arocha.
Action!
This is Tara
And Steve.
Mahosky with Backward Jacks. We don't always walk.
But when we do, it ain't here.
You're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show.
What's up, family? This is the BBQ Dad Jody Flanagan, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show, baby. Lucky you, you old SOB.
Are you ready to
3,
turn up the
2,
heat?
1. Let's go!
Because you've just tuned in to the one and only So Smoking Gooder Show. We're coming to you live from Bullhorn BBQ headquarters in Cypress, Texas. This is the show where we talk all things barbecue and brews, and you better believe we're here to have a good time. Get ready for the man who knows barbecue like the back of his hand, the guy who can tell you the difference between an IPA and a stout blindfolded, and the life of every party, your barbecue pitmaster and the host with the most, Rob Arocha. Whether you're part of the Gooder Gang or just here for the special guest, barbecue competition updates, or maybe even to rate some boxes, strap in, fire up those smokers, and crack open a cold one, because the So Smoking Gooder Show starts now.
Alrighty, good evening, ladies and gents. Welcome to episode 295. Oh my gosh, 5 away from 300 of the So Smoking Gooder Show. Thank you, guys and gals, for tuning in. However you're checking us out, some of y'all are on Facebook. Some of you guys are on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, please like, subscribe, hit the thumbs up. Appreciate that. I am solo tonight. No Eddie and no Ty. Eddie is on vacation. I think he may be back, but gave the night off because we're going to have 3 wonderful people on. They are big time into the Houston livestock show and rodeo. It is indeed rodeo season. We've had the Humble Rodeo. We've had Smoking on the Rio. We've had San Antonio Rodeo. We've got Austin Rodeo after Houston, but then right now we are talking all about the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. It is a premier event. It is one of the big 5. I do include San Antonio. Y'all know my story about that. I do include that. So it is one of the big 5. A lot in the barbecue world recognize the big 4, which is Memphis in May, the American Royal, Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, and I'm forgetting one. Who the heck am I forgetting? Anyway, I'll come back to that one in just a minute. I always forget that. I don't know why. I don't know why my brain does that to me. Well, welcome into the show. We're already 50 deep. We're going to be people more and more coming in. I'm without Eddie and producer Ty tonight. So it's just me and my guest, which are Phong from Xtreme Texas Cooker. He runs a premier event out at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. I got Mr. Dennis Butterworth, the VP. No, he's now the president in the house of IBCA. He is also has a wonderful venue out at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. And I got my good buddy Tuna Win with Half Fast Cookers. We also run a premier event. It's going to be a lot of fun talking with these guys. We're going to hear all it is, what it takes to put on an event like that. You know, how many people attend this thing is crazy out there. If you guys have never done it or been able to cook it or just attended, I encourage you to drive down to Houston or come on over and check it out. It is a sight to be seen. There are literally thousands of people on the ground each and every night. It's a big time fun, big time party, and a big time competition. So we'll dive into all of that. But you know what I got to do before I do all of that? I'm gonna play some music here, and then let's give some shout outs to the Gooder Gang that is deep already in here. Daddy Dutch first in. What is up, Daddy Dutch? Can't wait to see everyone again next week. Mr. Keen Sharpening Service. Hell yeah. Gooder Gang. Hey yeah. ZZ Top Fan in the house. Evening all. The Dude Barbecue. What's up, Gooder Gang? Nicho Eredondo. What's up, Gooder Gang? Ocala Q. Randall Johnson in the house. Evening all. Pitsing me off. You guys are all on YouTube. Hit that like button for me, please. Let's get that algorithm working. Pitsing me off. What's up, Gooder Gang? Chase Vincent, thanks for sharing, brother. I appreciate you all the time. What's up, Gooder Gang? Poochie Cridler, what's up, gang? Brandon Perryman was a recent guest. Thank you, Brandon. Appreciate you. Wise Burrows Barbecue. Evening, fellas. Jared McCrory. What is up? Evening, everybody from the night shift. Jared's working tonight. Samantha Cherry. Hello, Samantha. How are y'all? Good evening, y'all. Michael Sistrunk. What's up, everyone? Larry Vaughn, always checking in. Afternoon from North Jersey. Serge. Got to check out your show, bro. That was a good job last week. What's up, Gooder Gang? Hashtag Bullhorn Worldwide. There's Jeff Dennison. There's my boy. What's up, Jeff? How are you? Smoked on Main Street. What's up, Gooder Gang? Nick O'Russ. That is What's up, Gooder Renos, all the way from Australia. Who else we got? Steve in the house. Hey, Gooder Gang, how's everyone? Looking forward to another great show. Thank you. Shane LeClaire. That is Damn Yankee. What's up, buggers or fuggers? April in Albert Hero. What is going on? Laura, how are you, Miss Laura? Hey, gang. Pit Live, that's Johnny Maggs in the house. Lance, there he is. I sent him a message. I got to hook up with Lance here. Lucas Armstrong. I almost forgot this was on. What? Come on now. James Dodson checking in. I'll see you next week. Tongue Win, too busy for us. No, I'm not too busy. There he is. What's up, Gooder Gang? Eddie Morales, the Jack. Thank you, the Jack. Bro, Shane LeClaire, thanks for the invite to co-host, jerk. Hey, Eddie's the co-host. He just, I'm giving him a break tonight. Hola, peeps. Shit, I can co-host this motherfucker. All right, we got a lot of people in here wanting to co-host. Ricardo Nieto, what's up, man? How are you? 7 from Eddie already. Fake Internet Barbecue Show, absolutely. Howdy, Jackie Milligan, first place ribs, for those that don't know. Jimmy Savage in the house. What's up, Colin? How are you? Bobby Stewart, let's get through here. Donnie Twisted D, Daddy Dutch again, Sabrina, Wes Reed. Who am I missing here? Anna Bryce, Gacho Bad Barbecue. Thank you guys. Oh my God, you guys are coming in strong. Adrian Lapino, that's a new name. What's up, man? Thanks for watching the show. Dig In Barbecue. You did well this week. I'll say your name later. And Robert Michelle. Perfect timing for the end of that song. Perfect. All right. I told these guys I get them on about 8:15, and that is what we are doing. I love these guys. They're on the road. Almost all of them. 2 out of the 3 are off-site. Let's bring in Mr. Butter. See if everything's working. Butter, can you hear me?
What's up, guys?
All right, Butter's in. He is headed home. He'll be at his palatial estate here in just a moment. How far are you from the house, Butter?
Man, I'm about 10, 15 minutes tops.
All right. 10, 15 minutes. That's fine. You're gonna be the de facto co-host with me tonight, my man. Phong in the house. What's up, Phong? Can you hear me? Phong is big time in us, eating crawfish as he does the show. Can barely hear him. We'll see how this goes. And I got my buddy Tuna Win from Half Fast Cookers in the house. What's up, Tuna?
What's up, gang? How are you?
We can hear. Everybody's in. Everybody's in. Well, let's go around the horn. All right, Phong, I'm going to have to mute you until I talk to you, Phong. I will mute you, but I'll get you on here in just a minute. Mr. Butterworth, let's introduce yourself, please. I know you've been on the show. This is your first time on the show, obviously. Sponsor as well at the time. Talk about yourself real quick and talk about your team. Where can we find you at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, my man?
What's up, everybody? This is Dennis Butterworth. Just call me Butter. CEO, Commander in Smoke, Warpig BBQ, Elite Barbecue Products. You can find us in the prime real estate, which is B136 and 137 on Chuckwagon Way. So as you're walking to turn in, look to your left. We're about 30 seconds away from turn in. Easy to find us. Come by and check us out for sure. Also, as Rob so eloquently stated, I'm the president of IBCA, so I carry multiple hats. All of them are very large to fit this giant head. So, Rob, I cannot believe you forgot the Jack Daniels World
Thank you. Y'all have me flustered with all y'all on the road except for Tuna and Phong eating crawfish tonight. So it's all good. And my boy Ty is a little under the weather. He called me literally about 15 minutes before the show started saying, hey, I'm not going to be able to make it. So it's all right. We'll settle in.
It'll be all right.
Not my first rodeo, and you've done this show with me before. We're all good. Tuna, before we get to Phong and turn on his loud microphone, this is your first time, my man. People know I talk about Tuna and half-fast cookers all the time, but this is your first time to show your face, my man. Introduce yourself, please.
Yeah, this is my first time, and I kind of feel amongst the barbecue gods tonight. For a weekend warrior that I am with barbecue, I appreciate you having me on. Well, we're half-fast cookers, and we are basically, if you're looking at the stadium, we are all the way at the corner. Butter, I think I would know my street, but I don't. But we are on Kirby. I know we are at Kirby and 610. We're on the corner.
Back 40 back there. Good Lord.
They put us back there so we can't get anybody's way. They put the bad kids back there, Butter.
Yeah, that's where they put Phong too. So I understand.
Butter, what year is this for you?
Oh man, I think total years at Houston, we're shooting over a little over 10 years. It's been Warpig since 2020, so 4 or 5 years so far with Warpig.
And Tuna, this is your 16th year.
This is our 16th. Well, this is actually our 15th year with plus COVID, so it's our 16th year. But this team has been at. This team started back with my father-in-law back in mid 70s to the mid 80s.
Wow.
So it's been around a long time. So we just resurrected it. back in 2010. So
awesome. Well, after we get the introductions out of the way, if you guys have questions for these guys, put them in the comments. We will highlight them for sure. Let's get Phong in here. He, where is he at? Let's go unmute Phong. Phong, you're back.
I'm back.
All
you're
right.
the Oriental guy.
Yeah, I got the only two Vietnamese barbecuers in the whole damn field tonight on the show. But Phong, introduce yourself. You know, this isn't your first time as well. Please introduce yourself to the Gooder Gang and talk about your team, Xtreme Texas, at the Houston, as it pertains to HLSR.
Well, we've been around out there since in the 90s, and you know, we've been I guess one of the OG out there. So I've been cooking with my team for almost 30 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
You started early. How did you get into the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo 30 years ago, man? That's crazy. You were a young man.
Yeah, well, I used to sponsor a team back in the days, and the guys that I sponsored, they asked me to come in and cook with them and help them out, and I've been with them ever since. And in 98, I left them, and I started Xtreme Texas Cookers in 99, and I had Xtreme Texas Cookers since then till now.
Okay, so you've been the head cook, the main guy since 99, so 26 years now. That's crazy, bro.
Yep.
Phong is like 96, if you guys don't know. Eddie says back when you were 40, you started this thing. You have aged very well. Vietnamese guys age well, Tuna. How you feel about that?
I feel good. 52, baby.
52.
It's the new 30.
Unless Phong wants to say the age, I'm not even going to venture to guess.
I'll be 60 this year, guys.
60.
The big 60, man.
Wow, bro! Congratulations.
Yeah, my party is in Cabo this year. That's what my birthday party is gonna be.
There's my other guy, Tuna and Tongue, right here. Y'all don't know how much y'all confuse me on my phone right here. I gotta double check who I'm texting. I got either Tuna or Tongue win. Asians don't crack, bro. That's what he says. What's up, Erica? How are you?
It's that pearl cream.
I guess so. So you all three of you guys, Tuna, you were talking about you weekend guy over the barbecue, but you guys all throw some of the best parties out there at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. We all know, the event is about barbecue, but man, these people, 300,000 plus. Do you know the number, Tuna, every year that comes out there?
It varies, but that's a good number.
Yeah,
it's about 40,000 a night.
Yeah,
give or take.
Like 300,000 plus case used to be great with these numbers.
Yeah, I got about half of that in my tent. So.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get in anyway.
Yeah, each night.
Over there trying to get in the butter.
It is crazy. If you guys have never attended, like on a Friday and Saturday, it's literally a sea of people walking, trying to get into the booths out there, because it is, for the most part, all private parties. Ashley's in the comments, 234,000 last year. This year, the weather's going to be gorgeous from what I understand. I hope it holds up, but by all accounts, high 60s, low 40s each day, sunny. That'll be nice. That'll be perfect. So we're expecting some big crowds out there. But Butter, how many do you prepare for each night going out there?
Well, we technically only have 2 spots. With all the extra space we buy, we have about 3. So we really only fit. Technically, our capacity is 499. So per the rules, that's what I prepare for. I can neither confirm nor deny that there's more or less people in there every day.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we should not go over our capacity numbers.
That's right.
And see, Phong has the big tent here.
Yeah.
Between us all 3 combined.
Yeah. Tuna has two spaces out there. Phong, you got 4, bro. You've been at it, like you said, since '99. So I understand how and why and whatnot. But you utilize all 4 of that space, and you recently moved locations. You went from right in front of Butter's space to now you're over there near us, closer to us anyway. But you have all that. What do they call it? Variants or what's that extra space
all
called?
The variants. Yeah.
Bro, you got 4 spaces, and then you have all out there. Talk about, man, you got the pimp suite out there almost.
I have the XL.
The XL.
I have the triple XL.
Yeah.
Do you know your capacity number?
Yeah. I think we figure like around 1,700.
Damn.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. But
1,700.
Yeah, I usually put about 1,500, close to that.
That's awesome, bro. Your balls are each night is a good night. Yes, each night is a great night out there. Tony cooks with Team Pitmaker. They throw down as well. A lot of these big teams out there. I would consider all 3 of you guys some of the larger spaces as far as capacity and entertainment. Butter, you and Phong both do DJs, correct?
Yeah.
Well, we have a DJ and then we have a band too. So we have a DJ in the front and we have a band in the back. So
I'm not a band guy. I mean, unless you got 4 spots with like really, really good bands, like what's the point? Like nobody wants to hear a cover band, you know. And
I actually have a little band that play in the back in my VIP area for a couple hours, and then I still crank up the music for the DJ later.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. I mean, it's just in my opinion, but I'm a DJ, so I of course like DJs more than bands. I mean, I would rather have a DJ than have an old ass country band at a party like that, because your customers, your guests, are going to be upset and be bored to tears, right?
Yeah.
Well, Tuna can speak on that because we don't have
boys,
country bands.
Yeah. No,
hey,
we
Butter,
don't.
Real quick, Tuna, before you start, Butter, get settled, and once you get settled in, I'll bring you back on, and I know you got to set up and everything, and I'll get you on here in just a second. Yeah, Tuna, he mentioned old ass country bands. You don't do that over there, man. Talk about your setup.
Yeah, we do live bands all 3 nights, and obviously we're limited with the space, but we maximize pretty much every inch of that 2-tent space that we have. But we have live bands every night, and we got good Texas country music.
Who do you want to spit out your lineup for us?
Yeah, so Thursday night we got the George Strait tribute band, and one of our buddies is as our opener. We have a guy that's going to be playing acoustics. His name is Mark Ward. It's really good. Y'all look him up. And then on Friday night, we try to crank it up a little bit with a cover band out of Dallas, Texas.
That band is amazing.
They've been playing with us for pretty much 15 years. I think they skipped maybe a year. And then Saturday night, we got an opener. His name is Dylan Culp Band, new guy on the scene. So we're gonna give him a try. He's a little honky tonker.
Nice.
And then to end the night, we got Kevin Fowler. So
nice. Texas
if y'all are around, if you're around Section C, we will have our walls down for everybody to hear. So it should be pretty good closing night with Kevin Fowler. So
yeah, he puts on a show, man. It's a good time out there. And when he says cover band, guys, it's these guys are amazing. It's like an 8-piece band, it feels like, and all of them add vocals to it, and they all sound like the music they're playing, and they're playing all types of genres. It is amazing, and they bring the house down. So I look forward to that band quite a bit. So that's going to be Friday night, which sucks because I got to go home, not early, but I got to get to bed because Saturday's the big competition. So, but Kevin Fowler on Saturday night, and hopefully things will be there. But yeah, so Section C, like you mentioned, walls will be down, so you'll be able to hear all this great music if you wanted to come outside, because we're on a corner and people hang out and listen, because Tuna brings the good bands out there for sure.
We put on a little show. So
can you turn your phone sideways, Butter? Possible?
Yeah.
Thank you, bro. Yeah. And Big time show. Let's talk, barbecue. A lot of people watching are barbecuers. Phong, you mentioned how many people you are planning for each night. Talk about the preparation, man. How do you handle food? How does that work with, the planning? Obviously, I would assume you cook ahead of time, or how does that work for Team Xtreme?
Well, we pre-cook. We did all pre-cook last weekend, so it's done. It's ready to go. We still cook everything. Some of the food that we have is still fresh. Our chicken or
Sausage,
steak, sausage, all that stuff. We still cook. Gumbo. I cook everything fresh there. In our VIP area, we cook stuff almost every hours with guests. From grilled fish, crawfish, ribs to whole hog to, you name it, we have it. So we try to cook everything fresh there for that.
What I love about what you guys did, Vong, and I'm not sure if you still do it or not. I think you do, but you have like culinary students that go and help out, right?
Yeah, we have the culinary students, and then we have the chefs that kind of help us get everything prepped, get everything cooked and serve, and so it's really nice, and and we do it all ourselves, so we don't have to worry about having everything already pre-cooked and done early ahead of time. So
can you talk about this student group? Where are they from? Kind of what kind of roles do they do for that contest?
Some of them used to be with the Art Institute, and of course now they're no longer that. And we have some from U of H, and some of the old chefs that used to be with the Art Institute. Now they come back and help us there, cooking with us. So it's nice to have them. They're really good chefs, and they know what they're doing. We don't have to tell them, and since they've been with us for a long time, we just say, here, we need this, and it's done. We don't have to worry about teaching them.
That's cool, man. That is actually really neat.
Yeah, so it worked out really well for us. With all the kids there, it looks really nice with all the chef uniform on. And
no, it's cool. It's cool, and you can tell they're younger and they're helping out. It's really neat to see, man.
Yeah.
How many years you been associated with that?
I would say probably since 2004, 2005, something like that.
All right, cool. Damn, 20 years.
They've been with me for a while, so a lot of them, they know what they're doing. And then some of them are working at restaurants, so they know they bring in some new stuff that we really like. We're gonna have some really different things on Thursday this year.
Can you elaborate? What does a sponsor night menu look like for Xtreme
honestly,
this year?
I was trying to keep it quiet.
Come on, man. Come on.
And kind of have people kind of be surprised about it. But oyster shooters, one of them that we're gonna probably have. I actually have a couple of Japanese guys coming in and do a sushi bar for us.
Nice.
Yeah, do some drove for us on Thursday night for the VIP guests.
That's awesome.
Just a couple of different new things that we're trying to come up with this year.
Who does your awesome etouffee and your gumbo go to? Is that public or is that the VIP?
The gumbo goes to the public and the VIPs.
Nice.
The crawfish etouffee and the grilled redfish gonna go to the VIPs only. So.
Well, I know Tung is watching. He's a chef from New Orleans, Louisiana. He's now living in Oklahoma. He's part of Team. He's with Cosmo. He works for Cosmos now.
Okay.
But you guys can throw down some Cajun stuff in Phong and Tung. I've never had better gumbo or etouffee from both of you guys. It's pretty awesome to see. Tuna, you need to get on your etouffee game, bro.
Hey, we actually do etouffee for Lent if it falls on the right weekend.
Very
but we
nice.
do. We've done it before.
You need to come try my etouffee. It's badass.
I'm coming over.
Hell yeah.
You should break your tent and come over.
Yeah.
Come see the party.
Yeah. Both of y'all can see parties for sure. Butters is so far away. He's like right next to turn in to us.
Yeah.
Obviously, me and Tuna Butter, we got the longest walk. I'd say JD Marsh and Dar Equipment have the longest walk. They're in the absolute corner, but they're not far from us. But Tuna's hooked us up. We got scooters this year.
We got you a scooter. I
love it.
Yeah.
You have to have it, man. That thing is it's a long walk, especially for a 52-year-old man with a diagnosed with a bad back, bro. Still going through physical therapy. I got it tomorrow, by the way.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad. Tuna, what is our Thursday night VIP night looking like?
Well, we changed it up. We change it up every few years, but we are doing. Everybody does their sponsor night or their special night on Thursday, but we're doing 450 Manhattan steaks. Those are, those are New York strips, but they're cut into 8 ounces, so they call them Manhattan. And you can get them at RC Meats.
Yeah, RC Ranch.
Or RC Ranch. I'm sorry. Shoot.
Yeah.
Ryan's going to kill me for that.
I got you. Butter's familiar with RC. I remember Butter used to cook a bunch of RC stuff.
Yeah, they carry my products in their store too. So
awesome.
big fans of RC Ranch.
Very nice. So
Ryan's very generous with all of his stuff. So, but we got smothered chicken. So it's it's simple.
There he is.
Simple dinner.
Fan clubs here. Butter, where's the dog? There he is, right there. Wes Reed says he washes a mean dish, Phong. There we go. Wade Almazon. Do you know Wade, John?
Wade's still on?
Yeah. Butter is back. Yeah, Wade's right there, man. He's cooking with the Brew Crew. That's his team over there. If you guys are going to be at HLSR, put to your team name and who you're cooking with or who you're supporting and where you'll be hanging out. Like I said, right now, Phong has got Xtreme Texas Cookers. Butter is Warpig, and Tuna is Half Fast Cookers. There's John Turner. His son will be cooking for Team Half Fast this year. I'm excited to have Bernie out there. It's going to be a good time for sure. Butter, what does a Thursday night menu look like at the Warpig tent?
Man, we keep it real simple because I want to get through dinner so we can start the party. But we do brisket ribs, sausage with 2 sides, usually mac and cheese, potato salad, and man, come 8 o'clock, I'm scooping up dinner and we're cranking up the music for the party. So my people are there to party the whole time. I mean, food's kind of an afterthought, but we try to get them in, get some food in their belly, get a nice little foundation set before they start consuming mass amounts of Crown Royal and Don Julio and Casamigos and everything else we offer. So our tent's a lot different than a lot of other tents out there just because it's more about the actual party than, we're not, you may hear 3 country songs the whole night in our tent, but that's what our sponsors want. And that's how we stay sold out months in advance because we have the right sponsors for the right tent.
I feel like your tent gets, you add something each and every year since I've been coming out there. Last year was the big entrance that you had, which is awesome. You have your big trailer goes in the front of that tent with the big Warpig, with the pig out front and center. That is always a big eye catcher for everybody. How many times you won Best Pit out there?
Yeah, we won it 4 years, and after that they quit offering it, so they started doing Best Facade. And I told them, so just have it one more year, and I'll retire. I'll quit signing up for it, but they wouldn't do it, so they started doing Best Facade.
Not only that, you added the container bar. It's an actual container tuna. You gotta come check it out this weekend if you can break away. I know how busy you are as well, but this thing is awesome. It is a shipping container that they have made into a bar. It's totally wrapped.
Yeah.
It is gorgeous. And
it's the way to do it.
They got a great 40-foot area.
40-foot shipping container. We had 3 10-foot bar windows cut into it with roll-up doors. So basically, I mean, we lock all the liquor up in there every night, so it's like Fort Knox, and it's a good storage thing for us throughout the year. We store all the dry goods and liquor in there throughout the year. But yeah, once the party starts, I have 2 bartenders per window, and it stretches into our VIP, which our VIP, as you alluded to, I mean, I've been in 4-spot tents that don't have a VIP section as cool as ours. And yes, I like to brag about it, but we spend a lot of money to really impress our VIPs, and we have a fully decked backyard. It's wood and AstroTurf and lawn furniture and really nice toilets for the ladies. I mean, we put a lot of thought. That's Morgan's contribution to the team. That's what she does. Is she's in charge of decorating the VIP. So one thing we're blessed with is we're fully sponsored by a company called Diageo, which owns Crown Royal and all the other major liquor brands of the world pretty much. So our VIP lounge is called the Crown Royal VIP Lounge. We
got a throne and everything back there too.
Yeah, we've got the throne. I've got some feedback going on. Sorry, I keep flinching, but
it's all right.
I'm hearing echoes.
Yeah, I think it's all right. Go and we'll come back to you. Maybe you can. Maybe it's not you.
Yeah, that's not me. It's someone else.
It's Phong.
It's always Phong.
It's okay.
It's always. But
okay.
Yeah, Tuna. You guys, we're gonna have a we're gonna host a Pitmaster happy hour on Wednesday at our tent, and invite all the Pitmasters from all the teams. Give you guys something to come and hang out and drink some cold beer on us Wednesday night if y'all want to. We always open up our VIP area so you guys can come hang out and shoot the shit, fire up some cigars, and just kind of get your mind right for the cook-off. Everybody out there is welcome to stop in. If you're part of another team, I want you guys to come hang out and have a beer on us. Maybe some liquor, probably not. Mostly beer. I don't think last year some folks got into my liquor, yeah, they stayed a little longer than I wanted them to. So we'll just do beer or bring your own liquor, but just a little happy hour. I think we'll probably do it around 7 or 8. Something like that.
Do it at 8. Do it at 7. We're gonna do because we're gonna do our show at 8, which we'll have some out there, but that's fine. There's plenty of Pitmasters. There's plenty of Pitmasters out there.
Shit, yeah. I mean, it's 200 and something. So yeah, we'll do it at 7. It's fine. We're planning on being done Tuesday. Tuesday was set up, so Wednesday's really about our team coming together and having some drinks, and then inviting all of you guys over to hang out with us. I think it'd be a good time.
Awesome.
I just like for people to see what we do. And maybe you can get some tips and tricks to incorporate with your spot, and then I can come over and see what you guys do and steal some ideas as well. So that's what it's all about.
Yeah, for sure.
When do you ship that container? Is that
Saturday?
Okay.
So Saturday. No, our tent's going to go up. I think our tent's going up tomorrow, actually.
Oh, wow.
So we should have the tent up tomorrow or Friday, and then Saturday. The bar's going in, the black trailer's going in, all of our trailers are going there. And then it's just a matter of waiting till everything gets done so we can really start, doing stuff. It takes a while for them to build that floor out. So once we get our floor built, then we can get the sound in and the LED screen and everything else, all the audio, video stuff.
Scooter is the only way to go. Yeah, Chris Hatcher does a scooter as well. Awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of setups coming up right now. Tuna, when does our tent and everything come in? And that's most of it starts Saturday. It's crazy how long it takes to set up, and then come Sunday, it's gone. But talk about the setup for both of you, Phong and Tuna. But Tuna, go ahead.
Yeah, just like Butter said, we'll probably Section C will probably get approved Friday, so it'll be open for us to move in pits. And we should be ready by Saturday. Tent goes up on Saturday, and then we'll do the build out on Sunday. Try to get 90% of it done.
Nice. That's
crazy.
All the other stuff, LED boards. They come in a few days later. Stages, production. There's a lot that goes into what we do for 3 days, but it's fun. We're lucky enough that our wives let us do this for a week.
For
Yeah,
sure.
we'll talk. If y'all don't mind talking money on this thing here in a little bit, well, I'll ask a question. Y'all can vaguely do that. But Phong, how about you, man? When's your setup start?
Well, we make 15,000 jello shots on Saturday, and then Sunday we set up down there also. So we bring everything in, pretty much gets dropped on Sunday, and then we finish the rest of the week. But Sundays when we start.
What's your end all be all goal? When do you want to be set up and ready to go?
I'm usually ready by Wednesday, and then we finish it up. Just final touches on Thursday morning for the party.
Very nice. Very nice. Y'all want to talk about kind of what kind of how this thing works as far as money? I mean, we're talking a lot of money. We got containers. We've got
Yeah.
we didn't even talk about.
I mean, it's the nature of it, right? I mean, it is what
It's
it is.
Houston, right?
There's
Houston.
a lot of people out there
it's
watching that don't know what it takes to get involved. And there's a lot of teams out there that will stop by my tent and ask questions about it, like how do y'all do so much and how do you have all these people? It's a grind. It's a hustle game. I mean, it's a third full-time job. I mean, Jesus Christ. I actually have 2 full-time jobs that I work now, plus Houston Cook-Off, plus Folds of Honor and IBCA board.
Yeah,
so
same here.
it's a love-hate relationship, right? I mean, it's a hustle. So there's some money involved. It's a sales game. You know, you can do it 2 ways. You can develop and cultivate sponsors, relationships with companies that want somewhere to bring their clients to and show them a good time and network. Or you can struggle and go on the internet and try to get people to buy tickets from you through Facebook and everything else. And then hopefully those people come back every year and buy it. But that's a little bit harder. And for us, it's not something we want to do because we want to be able to associate our sponsors with all the tickets that they give out. And we track that. So like if somebody was to get in trouble in our tent, I can scan them and figure out what sponsor gave them their ticket, and I can talk with that sponsor, you know, and that's how we have a lot of data points that we're able to track. And it keeps us up to date. It keeps our tent drama free, basically, right? And so it's there's a lot of money involved, but in order to get those sponsors to come back every year, you got to give them something. You know, you got to give them a good time, good food, safety, right? It's got to be a safe environment for their guests. And it's got to be fun first and foremost, right? And, you know, I see a lot of people that have these lines that trace all the way across 2 other tents, right, to get into their tent. And imagine, you know, you have a sponsor that gave you $20,000 that's in the back of that line. How pissed off they're going to be waiting 2 hours to get in, and you're stop serving food. So you have to think about those kind of things. You know, you have to look at your capacity and set a cutoff for the amount of tickets you're willing to sell to raise money for. Not sell, right, but take donations for.
Right.
So it's I could talk about this part of it all day long, but I know these other 2 guys can too. We all raise a certain amount of money. It's for us with 2 spots and up, and I'm sure you guys at Half Fast are the same way. It's a 6-figure party. When you get into 4 spots, it's a heavy 6-figure party. You know, it is.
Yeah,
and you get all the way to the when you get to the cotton level, you know, Pete Bell and those folks.
Oh my God!
I mean, they're about $1 million, but they're bringing in people from Nashville, right? Like Cole Swindell and big name acts. You know, they're not bringing in the Bellamy brothers or somebody, right? They're bringing in people that don't need a walker to walk up to the stage.
What's wrong with the Bellamy brothers?
I mean, they were great 40 years ago.
Bellamy brothers.
Don't be hating, butter.
I like them on XM radio, right? But I don't want to listen to them. Yeah, exactly. I'm just saying they're not. You know, they spent their big money, so they have a big money budget, and so I mean, to be honest with you, we're at about you know, anywhere between 250 and 300 every year. 1,000 is what we're bringing in, and what we're spending on our party. That's and awesome. And you mentioned how I always have something new every year. It's another thing is like sponsors want to know what you're doing with their money, right? Mm-hmm. So if they're giving you 20, 30,000 to come in, or even 10,000, right? It's a lot of money to a company. and they walk in and it's just a plain white tent with a DJ and a couple of lights, right? And all you got's beer to offer. It's like, man, what'd you do with my money? You know, like it contrary to popular belief, it don't cost that much to throw a party out there. You throw the party you can afford. I mean, you got to spend, what is it, $2,000 per space, plus some variance, plus electricity, you know, and a little bit of this and that, you know, so it really don't cost a lot. So if you're not taking that sponsor money and putting it back into the party, you're going to lose that sponsor for the next year, because they want to see what you're doing. And so we always try to have some wow factor that really show them, hey man, I spent 25 grand on this year, on this, just to show you, you know, just to impress you guys and keep you coming back. And you know, eventually you run out of things to buy, of course, but by then you've really created a really nice party environment.
I love your all's tent. It's very obviously Butter's a veteran, and it's definitely Warpig BBQ. It is definitely it's got the military theme all over. You got a parachute in the center. It's awesome, man. Y'all do a great job. Tuna, talk about you guys do an amazing job as well. You guys got the video board. It's two different scenes, because Butter is not on an end cap, so it's basically his is
like a shoebox.
Yeah, it's a straight, you know. I love those old time bars though. Like you go to an old school and it's the bar is just straight back.
You just keep walking.
You just keep walking, and then you find the bathroom in the back. But Tuna's on an end cap. Talk about your boots.
Whoa,
there he went. There he goes.
I'm back.
He got excited.
No, so we are at a corner. So we're 40 up front, and then 80 going back to the back. So, but the main, our main entrance is on the 40 side, where it's on the main aisle. And same thing, Butter, like you said, you know, you're there to not, you know, impress your clients. And
Jay?
We do a good job. We do a good job at keeping the same sponsors for the last 15 years. And, you know, we might trade out one or two. Yeah, we might trade out one or two every few years or something like that. But I would say the majority come back, because our party, you know, the party that we do throw, the clients like. And I know I've talked to a couple of the sponsors, and they've always told me, hey, this event is always the biggest requested event of the year. So, you know, we make it worth their investment in our team. So, but like you said, we bring confetti cannons. So I'm sure you've seen confetti fly over towards y'all's tent. That's from us, probably, with all the wind. You know,
that's nice. Yeah, those are fun.
So we do like almost 300 cannons throughout the 3 days. Yeah, we have fun. The next door, I don't know. It's the barbecue rub, Texas barbecue rub. He gets a little pissed off at us because, you know, the wind changes, and sometimes where we pop it, it's right where he's cooking meat. So
you know him, Butter. That's both of y'all know him. Bill Cannon, the old
Bill Cannon,
barbecue.
Yeah, the legendary Bill Cannon. Yeah,
he's right next to him.
So Bill gets on me a little bit when they're cutting meat. So because they got confetti in there, but you know we do, like, for a Fowler's party, we spend money to throw out T-shirts,
Dwayne Turner,
foam, glowing sticks. Glowing
that's a must.
Yeah,
those are a must. Anything that flashes and lights up. Yeah, you gotta have
so anything that blinks, that goes on your arms or your cat ears or whatever, we do.
Yeah.
And that's what people want. I mean,
they do, like absolutely, and it's cheap. You know, why not?
It's cheap, and we invest. We use that money to give them a good time, because that's what they're looking for. So, and
you can put your brand on them. You know, so when people are walking around, like, hey, where'd you get that? And like, oh, Half-Ass Barbecue. You know, like, I love it. And there's literally a website called like flashyblinkythings.com where I get mine. And this year we have LED cowboy hats with the brand on them. And then the wand, you always got to have the wands, right? The foam things. We chunk those out constantly. Yeah, you got to do fun stuff like that. I like the.
I get tired of throwing all that stuff out. So much stuff I buy.
Yeah, but you don't want to bring it home, right? So you got to get rid of it.
No,
I know.
I don't want to bring it home.
By the time I'm done.
Yeah.
So
Tuna, this is Chris Hatcher. He is right across from us. He said that confetti shit is all over our tent.
well, I think that's maybe the Over the Hill gang. Is that?
No, he is directly. Our front door looks at his place. He's Chris,
okay.
Chris, who you cooking with, Chris? He's one of the county teams out there.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Oh, he might be like, yeah. Does he still cook for like the east coast of Texas, like the Newton County or something?
He won ribs a couple years ago
County?
and chicken, I think, final as well. Jay Cohn's in the house. He was our ambassadors. I forget what
contestant supervisor.
There you go,
contestant supervisor.
There you go. Hardin County.
He was our winner.
He was
Hardin
our winner.
County,
Yeah, he was our winner that year. Phong, real quick, Tuna, talk about your stage, man. That thing is premier. It's pretty awesome. You got a big ass, huge video board. To me, that is kind of like an awe thing when you walk.
Yeah, the stage is 20 foot wide by 12, and then the video board is like 20 feet by 9 feet tall. So
yeah, it covers the whole damn thing.
Nice.
It's amazing, So you'll be able to see that, Butter, if you come. We'll come to your tent on Wednesday night, and then we'll come over and do the podcast over at our tent.
Yeah, for sure.
I
got tracked wheelchairs. We'll hop on our wheelchairs and ride them over.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You do. You got those. And Phong, let's not leave. You got 4 spaces, bro. He
got screens.
He got everything. He's got chandeliers.
We're jelly. We're jealous, Phong.
Just how big is your VIP area now? It's like a space and a half, right? Or
It's like
is it 40? Is it one space?
It's actually like two space.
Damn! Look at that. That's his little kitchen VIP area. Is our whole space.
Yeah,
that's just not fair. That's not fair.
Oh,
no.
His battery probably went out.
No, it's nuts. I mean, this is why. So like, we don't, we hire outside catering to come in and serve our food because we don't. If we had to cook it ourselves, we would give up so much VIP space, and I would rather provide my sponsors with VIP area, and then have a bunch of cookers and tables back there because we just don't have the space. If I get 4 spaces, then it changes everything. But yeah.
Butter,
we have that kind of stuff.
Butter, we our kitchen's 20 feet by 40.
Yeah,
which takes a lot of space.
It's tight.
Yeah,
it does take a lot of space, but it's tight. Go ahead, Phong. Sorry, talk about your space, bro.
Sorry, guys. We have a pretty big spot. I mean, we our VIPs is about two spaces, 3.5 really, and then the regular other area is about another 2.5, maybe 3.
Damn it!
So our spot's pretty big with the variants. So,
what about your stage? It's a big stage.
Yeah, we have the big stage with the big LEDs and I would say probably maybe 20 by 10 or something like that.
You still got DJ Crazy Legs?
Yeah, Crazy Legs playing for us. So
yeah, man, he's spectacular.
Yeah.
He really is.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Eddie asked a question, Butter. Do you DJ? You get back there?
No, Butter retired those headphones. Thank God. I had to pick one, right? I had to quit doing something. I was wearing too many different hats. I bring my buddy DJ Gitlow all the way from Arkansas. He and I used to DJ in the clubs in College Station forever, and he's about the only DJ I really trust, because I know him so well, and I don't have to babysit him. I just walk up there, grab the mic, and do my thing, and I still jump on the mic all the time, but because I like to talk, as you can tell. But he handles the music, man, and he does such a great job. He's just really good at what he does. He keeps the crowd moving. Even if we're playing country, there's usually a drum beat behind it, so like you're literally dancing the whole time. You don't realize the next thing you know, blue moon, Neon Moon's on from Brooks and Dunn, and it's you still think you're just dancing instead of two-stepping, and then there's two-steppers running around the tent. So he's just really, really good, and I'll use him until he decides to retire like I did. So
nice.
and then we'll figure it out. I mean, I'd love to jump in there and throw down 3 or 4 songs, but I don't think he would let me. I think he would kick me out. So
Eddie also asked, where can you get that hat, Butter? That's a slick looking hat, bro.
Yeah, so this is our FUBAR hat, right? So
I have that. Is that a mammoth hat?
It's a mammoth. So unless you have a head this size, you're not getting one of these hats.
Well,
but Morgan will show you the latest and greatest that you can get in our tent. She's bringing it.
Is that
man?
Is that
I love that you know mammoth. This is this is puffy embroidery FUBAR.
Yeah.
So this is, I've never been able to wear a Warpig hat because I wear a size 8. And so Richardson 112s don't go that big. So I've always sold Warpig hats, but never been able to wear one. So this year I said, damn it, every design I get on these Richardsons, I'm going to order a mammoth and get a mammoth for myself. And these are the most comfortable damn hats.
I have one. I love it. I love it.
So there's
I have that same color and everything. Yeah.
So this is the one where we taking donations for in our tent, and all the money goes to Folds of Honor. So this is the Richardson 112. Really nice with the duck camo, and then this is the other one. So this is the WP barbecue version.
I saw that.
So yeah, it's really cool. So, but again, I don't get to wear them, but I get to wear these, right? The mammoths. So yeah, so these are so comfortable for big head folks like myself.
Yep.
Get on mammothheadwear.com and be prepared for sticker shock, by the way, because they ain't fucking cheap.
They're like $50 a hat.
They're like $50, $55 before you get them embroidered. And CC Creations did all my embroidery. They're really spectacular work. So I'm super happy with them.
No,
but yeah, these are all one-offs here. I mean, I'm the only one with them.
That blue one is gorgeous.
Oh, it is.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
With the coloring too. That's
it's so nice.
Very slick. Somebody asked, is anybody bringing the dancing pole back? I'm not sure who that refers to.
Oh my God, I had a stripper pole in the old school Warpig days, but that was like at Baytown Youth Fair cook-off.
Yeah,
that wasn't at Houston. That's for sure. You get invited. You get told not to come back if you have a pole.
Not in Houston.
Well, we had one on our VIP deck, but we disguised it as a light. We strung lights off of it.
Yeah.
Use your imagination, I guess.
Cotton's a big tent out there as well.
Yeah, Cotton has the nicest tent out there. I mean, they spend a fortune, but it's beautiful. It's carpeted. It's like carpeted walls or velvet walls, and they've got rhinestone studded horses everywhere. It's really nice.
They got chandeliers and all kinds of stuff.
It's very bougie. It doesn't it's nothing I want in my tent, but I love that it's there because it's really cool to show people. It doesn't match our style at all. And it's like Randy Pauly. Randy Pauly has an amazing tent, right? Holy cow. Really cool stuff. Totally not my style. And that's what I love about it out there. Everybody has a different style of tent. And so it's really cool to go on Holy Cow and check out what he's doing, which is amazing things. And Cotton. It's cool when they come into our tent and check out our stuff. They're like, oh, we never thought about doing that. I'm like, well, that's what to me, it's what it's all about. It's going around stealing ideas and checking out what everybody's doing. And
our tent's like I always say our tent's like a controlled frat party.
I like that.
Is it controlled though?
No, I don't know about that, but we try to say that, right?
It's a good time out there. How many cases of beer y'all purchasing?
Oh, so my tent,
not including
2
liquor.
spots.
If y'all know the liquor number, y'all can do that too.
I know more about the liquor, but the beer, I know my first order was like $9,000, and then we'll probably go through that and have to buy more by day 3. I don't know how much that is, so I can't remember.
I usually run about close to about 600 cases.
Yeah, we're not going through that much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the liquor, that's just the beers.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the beer, yeah.
Yeah, we're probably 400 cases.
Yeah.
Start off.
Yeah, and usually by Saturday we normally either get another 150 cases or so. It depends on if we walk on stage or not.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of alcoholics in Houston.
Oh, for sure. Especially when it's free.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it depends on the weather, Rob. Like at least I can speak for my tent. If
100%.
it's cold outside, they're going to drink more liquor. If it's warm outside, they're going to drink more beer. So last year we went through a ton of beer and we had to reorder, which is crazy because my first order of beer was my entire beer order from the previous year.
Wow.
But the previous year was cold, so everybody drank liquor. So we just stock up with everything and then let the gods of weather tell us how it's going to be, you know, and hopefully we have some liquor left over by the end of the party, but the beer we just hand out to whoever we see at the end of on Sunday. We're like, hey, backhoe driver, you want some beer? Take it. I don't want to bring that shit home with me.
Yeah, our liquor bills is stupid expensive, so I know it's
not mine.
A lot of people like that liquor in our booth, so.
And y'all, and Butter, you mentioned you have 2 stations to get alcohol. Phong, you got quite a few stations, I believe, right?
I got about 5.
In Tuna, we got a couple different stations in our
yeah,
space.
we got like 2.5.
Yeah, I got 4 bartenders in the journal and mission area, and then I got 2 bartenders in the VIP area. And so they're serving both liquor, beer, margaritas.
Yeah, I have like 10 in mine.
Yeah.
And plus Courtney.
Courtney reigns them all. Isn't she like the GM of the bartenders?
Yeah, Courtney runs the bar for me. So
yeah, she's awesome. Love Courtney.
Yeah.
Zach Heffernan, is that Hef's son? Apparently, Morgan says your father, Zach.
That is Hef's son.
I love me some Hef. Is Hef going to be back this year?
Hef dropped the bomb on us this year. He's not going to be back this year. He's his work has taken him to go find Billy Bob Thornton in Midland, Texas. So he's missing energy for Midland, Texas. But hey, you got to do where work tells you to go, right?
That's right.
I was like, hey man, don't let me get you in trouble. You go make your money. You know, Houston will be back next year, that's for sure, and we'll need Hef next year.
Absolutely. So we talked about the parties. There's still a contest to come to. If you guys can stick around just for a little bit, I'm not going to make y'all stay the full 2 hours because I know Phong is in a parking lot somewhere.
I gotta go eat my crawfish. So,
go eat your. Do you want to check out Phong? You're welcome to.
Yeah.
But hey, Phong, talk about anything that we forgot to mention. If you want to give some shout outs to people before you check out.
I would say, guys, if y'all don't have a tent or y'all cooking out there, just have the respect for the people that do have a tent. You know, don't come on there, you know, on a busy night, you know, especially on a sponsor night, and say, hey, you know, I would like to come in your booth. Try to find us because you know we're really busy with clients and stuff like that. You know, come early if you want to, or just say, hey, I just want to come in for a little bit. And usually I let the cookers come by, have a beer, say hello, and you know, leave. So
for the most part, that's what they'll do.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah. Just don't try to come in and try to find me and say, hey, I need a pass to get in or whatever. You know, it's you know, and I know it's difficult for everybody else there, especially doing the happy hours and stuff like that when we were serving. You know, we really don't have time to be running up there to the front and try to find, you know, let you in. So just kind of have that respect for us cooker there, or teams there. That's all I ask.
Absolutely. Sean Larkin, he made a great comment. Don't forget to bring cash. No, a lot of people don't bring cash, or they don't carry cash anymore, right? We can pay with our phones, we can pay with multiple different ways. But bring cash, right? These
just tip. You know, if I let y'all in, just tip my bartenders. You know, just take care of my bartenders. That's all I ask. I mean, I'm not asking much. So, you know, if y'all do come in my booth,
real quick, Phong, you've walked the stage, man. Y'all had some big moments with Xtreme over the past 26 years. What's a big memory for you before we let you get out of here, man?
I guess back-to-back brisket win. You know, got we got to go on stage for I guess from 2010 to 7-8 years in a row. That was pretty good. And with our team before that, we got to go on stage probably about 8 times. And we won Grant out there twice with the old team that I was with before. So it's kind of great to have that.
Yeah, 100%. Those are great memories.
I mean, we won brisket out there 3 times, so it's pretty good to say.
You got any ringers you bringing in with on your team this year? Or you doing them all?
That's all he does.
I do them all. I was gonna have my friend Bill, but he did join another team, so it.
You talking about Purvis?
He's out here dropping names. Yeah,
I still cook with Bill any day. He's a good guy. He knows what he's doing.
You know that guy, Bill.
Yeah,
everybody knows Bill.
Oh, Purvis. Yeah,
Butter, tell while Phong is still here, Butter, you told me a great story one time about cooking across from Phong. What did you say? Do you remember?
Yeah, so Phong, first of all, Phong moved to the back 40 because he got tired of seeing how a real party looked. But
come on, come on.
One year, no matter win, lose, or draw, Fong's always coming over my tent, and we're discussing things, right? So one year, they come and they hoot and they holler. You made finals, right? They bring you the banner and whatnot. Well, they walk right past our tent, go over to Fong's, and they're hooting and hollering. He's all excited, high five, and they're taking pictures. And then, by the time it's all over, it takes like 20, 30 minutes. They're gone. Nobody came to our tent at all, right? So we're over there just sulking. And of course, here comes little ass Phong just hiking over. Hey, Butter. Hey, man. Y'all make finals?
And he knew damn well you did.
I'm like, Phong, you know goddamn well we didn't make finals. Did you hear any horns? Did you see any whistles? Yeah, get the fuck out of here. We made finals. I know you made. Everybody knows you made finals, Phong. Like, son of a bitch. Get out.
Oh my God, that's such a great story.
Yeah. But I'll give Phong credit. When we first took over as Warpig out there, we didn't plan as well as I thought I did, and I didn't we ran out of plates. I want to say 30 minutes into the meal, right? So I'm haul ass over to Phong. He's like, hey, bro, you got some plates? He's like, what? I go, we're out of plates, and you got some forks just in case, I don't know what we did wrong here. And Phong, of course, brings them down, gives them to me. That's the kind of guy Phong is. He bailed me out several times, and that's just what we all do out there. I had a guy come and ask to borrow my my Thermopin, and I never saw it again. But I was like, hey man, here you go, man. You need a thermometer, here you go. And I'm not gonna call him out here, but it was one of those saucy or sauce type team names out there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one thing.
You mean just salsa?
That's one thing I always say that we're all cooking out there, guys. If we can help each other, just help each other. You're gonna run out of something some days. Somebody's gonna run out of something some other days. Just if you got extra, just help somebody out.
Yeah, for sure. Because nobody wants to leave.
Yeah, it's not that big a deal. Don't be charging people for $50 for 3 cups or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No. Come on, guys. Just
we've traded.
One day you're gonna need that help, and somebody's gonna say the hell with you.
Yeah, in the old days, we used to have to borrow whiskey from people. We'd call Rick. I'd call Rick Dixon and be like, "Hey, you got any Jack Daniels I can borrow? We're completely out." You know, and he's like, "Yeah, come on down," and we get it, and then the next day we go buy more and bring them back.
Right. I went on a cup hunt last year.
It's always something.
Crown Royal was next door to me, and I had to get 2 cases from them one time.
Yeah,
we ran out. So it happened. So if you can help somebody out there, just help them out.
Yeah, most
I mean, it's not that big a deal, guys.
Right.
All right, Phong. Well, we'll let you get back to your crawfish dinner, bro. Thank you so
All right,
much
bro.
for giving us some insight with Xtreme Texas barbecue. You guys have a great tent out there, and we'll be by. I'll tune to both of your tents and check it out. All right, Phong, go have your dinner.
Guys. All right.
There he is, Mr. Phong Vong, Xtreme Texas Cookers. Let's what do you?
Well, you know what? You know I have my ringer. You know who my ringer is, right, Butter?
Who's your ringer?
Me,
Rob Morocho, baby.
I thought you had like Phil Breeden or somebody cooking with.
So Rob was on my original cook team 16 years ago.
Yep.
Oh, really? Rob, you go way back with everybody, Rob. People don't realize it.
Yeah. You and
the team owner of my spot, the guy who owns my spot, used to play softball with Rob.
Who is
it? I did too. I played softball with him.
Yeah, David. And Tuna did.
So I played softball with him. All of them.
It's such a small world.
So Rob, back 16 years ago, I don't know if you had that picture, Rob. I know we talked about it today.
I'll pull it up. I'll find it.
Rob was basically Rob was the grunt, the bitch.
The grunt. This is before I even got into competition barbecue. I was a grunt on this team.
And so he started his barbecue career over at our half-ass cookers.
Yeah.
So
this is
you got to find that picture,
realized
Rob.
You wanted to be a tailgater.
Well, I was already
tailgating. Well, yeah.
Oh, you were already tailgating then? Yeah.
Yeah, I was in 2002. But when Tuna, I actually remember Tuna is like, hey, I have this opportunity to get this space at Houston. And Tuna, I don't know how involved you were with rodeo then. I think you were. That's how you got the space. But
yeah, Tuna, this is my 27th. This is my 27th year with Livestock Show Rodeo.
So he was able to get a spot. You know how hard it is to get a spot, Butter. Obviously, you took over one. They just don't come. They just don't come available. And Tuna's like, I have this opportunity. And at the time, I was with a team called Branded Bull Cookers, and we only cooked one event at Taffert. That was it. That was the only event we ever cooked, and I was a grunt on that team. I was the money guy. I would go out and be the sales guy, like you were talking earlier, right? You know, get these people to donate, and we'd have a big ass party. But then Tuna had that opportunity, and I was like, I'll ask the guys. And sure enough, we were his team.
We put it together, Butter. Yeah, we put it together in 30 days.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. You could do that back then. I don't think you could do that nowadays.
Oh, they didn't do it. They put it together. But I remember being there like the next day after a party, and shit is still on the ground at 5 o'clock, and none of them have showed up yet. It was they were learning, we were learning. It was all fun.
Yeah, we're still trying to figure it out.
Nah, you guys got it.
There's always something.
I would try and pull that down. It pops up every so often, man, on the memories, and it's me with a bunch of steak. I'll find it here, but yeah, go ahead, finish your deal, Tuna.
No, I was just saying that you were just the grunt, you know,
I was
moving ribeyes around. So you come a long way, and now you left, and now you came back, and now Rob's our comp.
Now he's the ringer. So. I mean, he's one of the top in the state, no doubt. So it's a whirlwind like tour you've made in the barbecue world, Rob, from tailgating to where you're at now.
Appreciate it. Yeah, it's been a fun journey, and I was blessed to get Tuna on the stage. That was the first year he asked me back. We've been talking about it for a few years, and
well, you always wanted to come back. He always wanted to come back.
I did. So. I was like, we can help each other. Let's do something. And his team was great, and they do a phenomenal job for everything they do for half-ass cookers. And but Tuna and I were talking, and I guess he approached them and got us back in there. And the first year we were there, we got to walk the stage. So this is our third year. This is our third year with half-ass cookers, and I am excited to be back. Like I said, like Tuna said, like kind of where it started. for us. I'm trying to find this photo. But man, what a cool experience to walk that stage. It is like none other. It's a big time event.
Yeah,
obviously.
it's a big deal. It really is. I mean,
it's hard. It's hard to win.
There, it's hard to get on it. In the old days, before they changed the scoring system, it was really difficult, and then it became kind of unfair for a minute. And then they finally got it right and switched it to a cumulative system, and it's a lot better now. But yeah, it means a lot when you get that little. I think I've got one somewhere up here. Let's see. I don't know if this. Oh, there it is. Yeah, when you get that little sign right there. Yeah,
sign, the banner,
that little thing there, wherever it is. Yeah.
Hold on, let me put you a solo, Butter. What are you showing?
Oh, sorry, not my hand. There you go. That thing there.
Oh yeah.
The finalists. Yeah.
That's a big deal. That's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a big deal. It really is. It means a lot. I was gonna say, like, I heard you say on sponsors, you guys do steak, and we did that one year because we thought, we really want to treat our sponsors right and give them steak, and so we were out there grilling up ribeye after ribeye after ribeye, and I shit you not. I had so many sponsors say, man, I came for barbecue, not steak. Like, I really wanted barbecue. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I've been out there slaving over this hot ass grill, grilling up 200 steaks, and you want barbecue? So we've never done anything but barbecue ever since. Just, I gave up, right? I was like, all right, they're just here for barbecue and a party. That's what they want.
Right.
And cold drinks. So
we do it both. I mean, we do it both ways.
Yeah.
It's nice on Thursday. I mean, yes, it's technically sponsor night, but the people that come, you get a nice steak. It's done perfect, and
I would love it.
But,
I would love it because I get tired of the barbecue really quick.
I get tired of it. I can't. I think we were playing golf this week, and they were all wanting to go get barbecue. I'm like, man, I'm gonna be having barbecue for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah. Tuna, talk about your role at Houston. What do you do for Houston nowadays?
Well, I'm only on 2 committees now. I used to be on 3 or 4.
You're taking a step back.
Yeah, so I'm on. I'm on the hospitality committee over on the horse show. So what we do is we check in all the contestants, all the horse show contestants. We help them get in, get them checked in and unpacked. So been doing that for 27 years, and then I'm also on the Calf Scramble Arena Committee.
Nice. So you're on the grounds.
We're on the dirt. Yeah. So,
that's awesome.
And I've been doing that, I think, 16 years. So I kind of married into the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo family.
Yeah.
So
you did.
My wife is a director, and she was the past chairman of the School Art Committee. So
nice.
It goes the Livestock Show.
Her family has been involved.
Yeah, it goes deep into the Livestock Show. So while he had this team back in the mid 70s to the, I think, late 80s. So and they made it to the finals too. I got some of the old plaques that they won.
Nice.
So it's kind of cool,
Absolutely.
Little family thing.
Butter, did you ever get involved?
With the yeah, of course, because David is back when I first joined David's team, which was called Lost Village. I was the team DJ, and then as I continued to DJ and then became the chief cook. And he was like, "Hey, I need you to join my committee. It's the Information Services Committee, and it's basically the Geek Squad." And I was like, "Okay, cool." So I did that for 2 years back when I was a high school teacher. But man, it was just too much, it was too much work for me. It was too much, just dedication, driving it to NRG and all that, and doing all that, and drinking a lot during the rodeo, and then trying to make it home.
See you Thursday, Jason.
So, so I don't do it anymore. But David is now, he became director and then vice president. So he's heavily vested in it. So I just I joined their buyers group this last year, and that's how I give back to rodeo. Is I went in on a champion pig last year. So that's my goal, is every year to keep getting invited to their buyers groups so I can be part of whatever animal they're buying. That was a lot of fun, seeing the joy on the youngster's face when we bought her pig.
Awesome.
It was like 60 grand. I mean, everybody's like, "Oh, you got 60 grand." No, I put 5 grand in on it, but it's still 5 grand's a lot of money for me.
Yeah. Well, awesome. So we have if Jay Cohen's still in the comments, we had a question from one of the rib champion last year, Jackie Milligan. What are turn-in rules? So it's a
they've changed it this year.
I know, it's best as we can. Chicken. What do we know about chicken, guys? It's a half chicken. You can turn in pieces. The box
enough to feed 6 judges.
Enough to feed. Yeah, the box is smaller than what we normally see in a competition.
I want to say the box is 7 inches.
I think it's 6.5 at the base.
Yeah, it's tiny.
It's got a big angle to go in there.
Yeah.
So it starts 7.5. I think it goes down to 6.5 or 6, something like that. It's
the box is from Cisco, so
yeah. So they had those boxes made because they've got some custom warmers that they put your box in, and it's so weird the way that we're still doing this in 2025. But the rules changed a bit on the turn-in. They're definitely listening to the gripes of the teams and
Thank
slowly
you, James.
getting better about.
Sorry, go ahead, Butter.
Oh no, I'm just saying, yeah, like they're getting better, like more trying to get more consistent on their rules. So I really appreciate that they're listening to the teams and trying to become more solid and consistent across the board with their rules. Obviously, no one, unless you're serving ice cream, not everybody's going to be happy, so there's always going to be a rule somebody's going to argue with.
100%. The box measured across the bottom from James Miller from Thin Line Barbecue. Thank you very much. 5 3/4 across the bottom. Yeah, almost 6.
That's tiny.
That's tiny.
Try to fit 10 slices of brisket. That is it's an interesting time.
Yeah, so if you're generally trimming your brisket to 7, I have a brisket caddy, which is 7.5 inches. Definitely want to trim it smaller, make it look pretty in that box. For sure.
Be prepared to block your ends. Yeah.
Oh, I hate blocking ends. To me, that doesn't look good. But it works. Everything works out there. Ribs. Do we know the number you got to put in there, Butter?
Oh my God. I did 8 last year.
I don't think there's a set number.
It's enough. It's enough to feed. I can't remember the rules.
Yeah.
I think there's 6 people at a table.
Yeah, I think it's enough to feed 6. I just filled the box with 8. I like 8. That's why I didn't make. That's why I suggested that IBCA switch to 8.
We got 2 different, at least 9, 10 ribs.
Yeah.
All right, Sean Larkin's in the house. The bottom of the box is confirmed, 5.75. The top where it flares out is around 8. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It goes crazy big up top. So if you're measuring the top of the box, you're going to have a wrong measurement. You got to measure that bottom 5 3/4 across the bottom. Top is 8. Yeah, they're very small. They are. So
I will tell you also. Sorry, Rob. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead, bro.
So the rodeo last year, I think it was after the cook-off. Probably, I don't remember when it was, but check out the rodeo's YouTube page. I know on their, they have a cook-off YouTube page, I believe. They did a full, they did a video on how the judging process is. And I had asked them to do this for a couple of years, and I was very impressed that they took the time. David Stone and Lisa, the chairwoman of the committee, sat down and did a video of basically explaining an explainer video, right, of what happens when you turn your box in, right? And so, because there's a lot of questions about that, and so I would encourage people to look for that video. I'll look for it, and if I can find it, I'll share it. But I know I saw it last year because I commented on it. And I'm pretty sure that was on their YouTube page, or maybe even Houston Rodeo's Cook-Off's Facebook page. But there's a video out there. So if you have questions about anything, you could probably check that out and explain a few things for you.
Back to that rib question, at least 9 ribs, and Shane is backing it up with page 66 of the rules. So I'll go with Shane's. I'll go with Shane's answer.
Shane actually reads. He actually reads the menu, huh?
Shane does read.
Wow.
Believe it or not, he's a damn Yankee Texas barbecue. Thought it was 9. Yeah, Brandon. So Brandon is also kind of confirming 9. Did you say you can do? Did you say you can do chicken pieces this year? You've always.
Yeah, you
have to turn in a half bird, but you can include. Pieces,
yeah.
Right?
Now it's I believe. I mean, I would Rob. I'm on my phone, so I can't pull it up in front of you. But I would look at the rules if you can. You can bring them up. I don't want to speak out of turn. I'm having a hard time remembering. You can turn in a half chicken. It does not have to be a. I don't remember if they changed the rules to a half chicken plus pieces. I have a hard time remembering, but years ago, I remember Justin Margis winning with a leg quarter for display and then some breast pieces turned in. So, I think
it's only a half chicken with skin and no pieces. All right. Well, here's what I'll say. Listen to your ambassador.
Read the rules. No. Don't listen to them. You read the rules. You have the rules printed. You must do this. You must print the rules. You must read them. Your ambassadors don't always know the rules, and they will try to make up their own rules. And if you don't have it printed in front of you to show them otherwise, God knows what you're going to turn in. Yeah, it's on you. And you may get disqualified.
Fucking Wes. He's like, it's only half chicken. And he put page 66. I don't think.
I hope they change it to only half chicken. That makes sense because I can't stand pieces. It's the dumbest thing ever is pieces. Let the judges decide what piece they're going to eat. Don't just give them a bunch of pieces.
All right. Yeah, I'm looking at 2024. It's the first thing that pulled up. So here's the deal. Ask your ambassador. Last year was a full half chicken, no pieces. Man, get this guy.
That would be great.
Stop listening to Dennis. Stop listening to Dennis is the best advice. Nobody
read the rules.
Read them.
Because I guarantee you, 9 out of 10 of your contestant supervisors have not read the rules. I've been out there a long time. So
I love them. Jay,
you need to make sure you have the rules in front of you so you can argue your case. I've seen teams out there have contestant supervisors say you can't au jus your brisket slices.
All right, here we go. Half in fully jointed whole chicken with skin on. How about wingtips? Anything about wingtips? 9 full spares, St. Louis style or baby back.
Why baby backs? Right? Like why throw that in there?
10 full or partial slices. So you could turn in 5 and cut it in half, and there's your 10 pieces. Burnt ends are not allowed. Oh, here we go. Well, I can't click that link. I guess I can copy paste. Copy paste.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we always just turn in half chicken. I don't do pieces, so no matter what. But back then you could do pieces if you wanted to, or you just had to have at least a half chicken, and you could cut it all up into pieces.
What's your optimal size? You've been doing this a lot longer than I have. What's your optimal chicken size?
Shit, like 4 pounds.
Yeah, it's
4 pounds max for that size box. It's tiny. It really is tiny. The ribs are really hard to get in the box, right? If you're trying to get 10 ribs in that box and have the lid shut and not get salsa over the top of that box, it's difficult.
So for those that don't know, your meat gets tagged, and apparently it's going to happen Thursday morning from 10 o'clock till 12. Yeah. So that might change. I think normally it's on Friday, which sucks because I got to be there early on Thursday.
Well, no, it sucked because it was during the middle of kids queue, and we were trying to watch the kids queue, and they were tagging our meat. So they changed it to Thursday.
So you get you get 2 tags for each meat, right? So you can tag 2 chickens or 2 halves. You can tag 2 slices of ribs or 2 racks of ribs, and you can tag 2 briskets. So do you have any I was at the Pit Maker booth one time, and this is before I was cooking for Tuna, but I was just happened to be in there, and they were doing meat tagging, and they had 4 spatchcock chickens
Mm-hmm.
that they would do, and then they would tag the thighs together. So one tag was attached to 2 spatchcock chickens, and then the other tag was attached. So they actually had 4 halves that they could work with.
That's interesting.
That's a nice little tip. Sorry, pit maker, if I outed some information.
It just depends on how confident you are in your chicken, I guess. I mean, I've tagged the skin in between the skin right over the breast, like in between where the seam is.
Yeah.
Right. And then you just slide the tag to whatever side you want to use and cut it. And that's the side that you use. And some people tag the wings, right? But then if you're trying to turn that wing in, it could look funky. But you got to remember, these judges don't know shit. You know, I mean, they don't care if you got a hole in the wing. They don't even look at that wing.
I don't think when it gets to the judges, they don't care. But some of the what do we call them? The ambassadors? What are they called again?
The contestant supervisors.
Contestant supervisors. Some of them are they're very stringent on the rules. Like Jay was great, and Lisa was awesome last year too.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember she's like, "Wait, you can't do that." I was like, "Okay." Okay.
No, that's good when they know the rules. I've had some just walk in.
I'd rather them know the rules and be done. Yeah.
I've had some really elderly ones and heavy set ones that walk in, sit down, get a drink, and hand me the box and say, "Go get it, put in the box." Right? Like it just depends. I will say the hardest part of the tagging situation, which I don't understand in 2025 why we're still tagging meat ever at any cook-off. But especially when we're on a world championship and no other world championships do it. But needless to say, if we're going to tag meat, why can I only tag 2 racks of ribs when you require 10 bones out of 2 racks, right? Like that's very difficult. In the old days, you only got 2 racks and they came around for a final cut, right? So your first box that you turned in, I had to come out of 1 rack because you needed that second rack in case you made finals. And it was so difficult. You know, you had to make sure you had 1 solid freaking rack that had at least 10 good bones to turn into box. And how many racks of ribs are y'all buying these days that have 10 good bones that you're going to put in the box with solid meat on them? It's hard. It's very hard. I don't know why they only say you can tag. I mean, they get the tags for free, for Christ's sake, right? So it's not that they're out of tags. So why can't we tag 4 racks?
By that same, I think you can now that I'm thinking about it. Put them butt to butt, 1 tag on 2 racks, 1 tag.
I guess we can try the pit maker technique. We can give it a try. Maybe I will do it and see if our
let's cook 4 briskets.
Will let us.
Yeah.
We'll zip time them all together.
I'm not much help on this. I handle all the entertainment up front of the house.
Hey, that's the deal. So I cooked 2 chickens last year, and I tagged each wing tip, and then I just eliminated that. The only problem with that is those tags get in the way of, like, when you're saucing, you're trying to make a beautiful bird, and then you got this fucking metal fucking tag that's just kind of rubbing and doing its thing. So it's
in the way of oil when you're wrapping ribs. You know, heaven forbid you wrap ribs and one of the damn tags falls out. Now it's like an active Congress. You know, you got to call everybody and their mama to come by and prove you didn't pull the tag out, right? It's like, come on, folks. We got to be done with this tagging shenanigans at some point.
If anybody's done well out there, a lot of people, y'all have heard it. I'm sure, Butter, you've heard it. People listening have heard it. You need to go a little backyardy on Houston. I don't know that's so much a case anymore. I think maybe at one point, but if you look around, if you look in the back in the kitchen on a lot of these teams, there's a ringer. There's somebody back there that knows what they're doing. Because at one point, a lot of these teams out there were there strictly for the party, and the cook-off was just kind of an afterthought. But now it's different right now. This is a premier event.
It's gotten a lot harder.
I think
It definitely helps.
I think you run your deal.
You got to run your deal. Darren Worth came and I was smoking these and won it. You think he ran backwoods, right?
Fuck
Or
no,
backyard?
No.
Tuffy Stone's been here. He didn't run backyard, right? And then you JD Henley and Fred made the stage. And Bill made the stage last year. They're not running backyard.
Bill,
stuff.
first place chicken.
Yeah.
Jackie, first place rib. Tim Milligan, first place brisket. Yeah,
he's not running some backyard recipe that he hadn't practiced, right? You run your recipe, dance with the one that brought you, make it tender, make it flavorful, and let the gods decide what table it gets on, and hope you get on a good one. That's all you can do. You can hope you make a good table.
Tuna, I don't know if you know this, but Butter and I do. Jackie and Tim Milligan, they are a couple that cooks together. They team Chupacabra is their team name. They were each cooking for different teams last year. Jackie with Pitmaker. Tim was with Taste of South Texas. Yeah. Jackie hit first place ribs. She's a world champion rib cook. Tim, that same contest, first place brisket. Yeah. So both of them, husband and wife, got a first place world champion trophy out there last year. That's pretty amazing. Amazing. And Bill Purvis was the chicken champion. Very cool. So shout out to the Milligans and Purvis is the last year. That was pretty awesome. I should know who won last year, Butter.
Tim.
Oh, Tim won it. Yeah, with
Tim won it. Yeah.
Awesome.
The chief cook, whoever I'm sorry, I forget the guy's name. I cooked against him at Yankee, but
yeah.
Well, it's amazing to see you guys. Yeah, no, it's amazing to watch you guys do what you do. I mean, like I said, I'm just a weekend warrior at the cooking, but to watch Rob and all the other guys, I'll come check you out, Butter. But it's very technical, very. I know Rob times everything. I don't know if I don't want to give you up, Rob, but Rob times everything, right? So there's a playbook for Rob. So
yes,
it's amazing what you guys do. So
it can be very methodical. You've got people like Bill Manning, right, who's an engineer who literally tracks every single part of his cook and keeps books on it. There's a lot of people that do that, and then there's people like me who just throw it in there and sauce, rub it, smoke it, sauce it. And
thanks, Wes.
Try to do the same thing every time is what I try to do. I try to make it pretty at the end, and that's the most important thing to me. But everybody has their own little system, and we have our own little idiosyncrasies, right? That work for us throughout the year, and we try to do it at Houston and see if we can capitalize on it. And then it'll be the most random thing. You'll see some random team that only cooks one cook-off a year win the whole damn thing, right? And it's like, what do you do?
Yeah,
you literally practiced this and you planned it out, and you went with this full execution plan of winning Houston, and then this team that you've never heard of that cooks one cook-off a year and they win it, because it's a subjective sport, and it's all in the hands of the judges. You don't know what they want.
Yeah, but Butter, either the judges or volunteers.
Yeah, but that's barbecue in Texas. Every competition
everywhere
in Texas, we get judges off the street. It's just and that's even if you're a certified judge, right, from another organization, they're still judges off the street. Yeah, it's all subjective. It's based on what you think good barbecue tastes like.
Right.
Pinkerton's in the corner there. They got a big walk as well.
Grant,
he's a badass out there. Butter, what you mentioned about somebody that doesn't really hardly ever cook, and it's like that's barbecue though, man. That's the name of the game.
We take it so personal. We're like, damn it, that guy only cooks one time a year, and I'm out here busting my ass, and I spent all this money, and you're like, you have your little pity party. But you got to give it up to him. Like, man, I'm proud of you for winning, but God damn it. But it is what it is.
Hey, I get disappointed when Rob doesn't do anything.
Yeah. You put a lot of heart and soul. Everybody does. Everyone puts heart and soul into it. Somebody's got to lose. Somebody's got to win.
Yeah. JJ's playbook. I time until the very end. At that point, it's feel and everything. Butter, I've told you many times, Butter presents the most beautiful rib box that anybody can do. I mean, honestly, like you got them perfectly square. They look perfect. They're bass boated. Yes, we say on the show. They look beautiful. Whatever sauce you're using, I know it's probably definitely a Warpig product for FUBAR or whatever it may be.
Yeah, it definitely has FUBAR in it. Yeah.
But it puts a beautiful color on it. You can see the seasonings that he's worked so hard to present. They shine through. It's just beautiful. And so, but that's a scary thing, you know. Pretty boxes don't always.
No, they don't always do so well. That's for sure.
They're like, this is fake. This is fake. I want the tore up shit that I had earlier.
Nobody looks at the boxes.
Yeah.
Well, it's, you know, we're taking pictures of it, especially in like my trailer, and I know like Bill does it because I show Bill this and Phil and some of the other guys. Like we all have nice lighting, you know.
Bill puts a whole
LED lights, right? Dude, I used to have a little photo booth in my trailer that we would put the box in and take a picture of. Right, so that looks pretty. When the judges get it, you know, they got some fluorescent lights above. It's probably dark in there. They can't see your colors.
No,
you know, they just see the ribs, and they get like 2 seconds to look at it. Okay, I give it this score for appearance.
Yeah.
But the only time it really bites you in the ass is when some jackass is like, oh, you know, you worked your ass off to get these beautiful ribs, and some guy gives you like the very lowest score. They're like, how is that? Like, I mean, the lowest score means you dropped it, you threw it across the road, picked it up, put it back in a box, right? That's what the lowest, whether it's a 5 or a 6 or whatever.
Hey,
so that's when it gets frustrating.
You mentioned pictures. Yeah. Bill, his wife Vanessa isn't always in his trailer nowadays, and she's a great camera person because Bill, I feel like, has a production crew in his when he's boxing.
He's always got somebody with a camera.
It looks so good. What's Butter's social media information?
Oh, it's lots. There's lots. So Warpig BBQ on TikTok, DW Butter on TikTok, Butter Eats on TikTok, but Texas Warpig BBQ on Facebook and Instagram. So you can find me. TX Warpig BBQ.
There's my boy Justin. If I posted the first place ribs from 22, you wouldn't believe me.
I saw them, Justin. They looked great, man. What are you talking about? I was proud to lose to those ribs.
I'm guessing they weren't picture perfect, maybe? I don't know.
No, they looked great. I remember with those first place ribs. They looked great. Yeah.
Bill has a Netflix production team.
Is that Tony? Is he in? Oh,
Tony Tanache, yeah. I got a 5 in beans last week. Bill, you cook beans again? Yeah, that's
Bill's like, I need all the world championships I can get. I'll be a world champion bean competition guy.
Spiker's like, can I get some free food next weekend? Yeah, come Wednesday. Butter's got something, we got something.
I won't have food, I have liquor or beer. I'm sorry, beer only.
Fred was in his trailer filming this past week. See, he's got the world champions.
I did see Fred's back on the cooking scene, man. He was cooking last weekend. Look at him. He just pops up. That's how good Fred is. He'll just pop up, win a reserve champion like it ain't shit, right? And roll on. Like, dude, you haven't cooked in a while. All of a sudden, boom, world reserve champ. Like, if next thing you know, he's gonna be a grand champ like next weekend and the weekend after.
5 reserve. When I get free food next weekend, Tony's like, yeah. The chuck wagon tent.
That's right. I'll escort you down to it, man. You get a free sandwich.
Right down the street.
Hey, that chopped beef sandwich is yummy.
It goes hard when you're drunk. Come out of my tent, take a right.
Hey, Butter, whenever it's Saturday, it's 5:00. We're all looking for banners, right? You were right there at the tent where they come out of.
Yeah.
What does that do to you?
Man, it's frustrating. So I'm sitting out in one of my wheelchairs, shout out to David's Chair for providing me with tracked wheelchairs. So I'm sitting there and I got a drink in my hand and a smoke. And I get excited because I see people winning, right. So I'm always excited for people winning. It makes me happy to see because I know that feeling. But man, it gets you excited when they're walking down your road and then they walk right past you. Mm-hmm. Or last year, they stopped right short of me at the tent to the left of me. I'm like,
Jason,
goddamn. Yeah, Jason and Jason's gotten it twice. And then last year, it was Jason and the tent that he's connected to. So they were two teams, right? They shared.
Oh.
And so both of them got calls. And I was like, you gotta be shitting me. You know, like, and then the lady comes by and keeps walking. I was like, all right. Yeah, man, it's a kick in the nuts until they come into your tent.
Right.
And then, man, it's
Well, that's the same way with us because it takes forever for them to get back to us. And we're,
Yeah.
you know, we're all sitting around anticipating. I know Rob gets a little antsy.
Oh yeah.
And we're like, are they coming? We hear them, right? We hear them, you know, do the horn or the cowbell. And we're like, golly, they coming? Because we always think we're going to win, right?
Everybody does. You have to. If you don't think you're going to win, you're out there for the wrong reason, in my opinion. Right? Like you have to think you're going to win.
Me and
Hatch. So disappointing. Yeah, so disappointing that when the sun goes down, you're like, they're not coming.
They're not coming.
Yeah.
But last year it felt like, or even the year before, we're so far away from where you are, Butter. They have to. Not only that, they're stopping. We're the last deliveries, right?
Yeah.
So whenever we did get a call, they came and basically, you know, there was no time for celebration. It was like, here you go, you got to go right now. And so those ones prior to, like, you know, hang out, take pictures and do all the other stuff. Yeah. And with us, it's like, y'all got to go now. But hey, I'll take that every year. Tuna, let's take it.
I will say, like, from the other side of it, you know, when we don't get a call, like, we're out there waiting, and then I have to make the call to the team, like, okay, we're done waiting, right? Like, that's it. No one else is coming. They're not coming. So we have to immediately flip our script and say, all right, let's focus on providing our sponsor experience, our party, right? And that's hard to do, right? Especially for the cook team side of Warpig. You know, some of my other guys that are just out there helping and running the show, it's a little easier for them, but they're still vested in it, you know, and invested in it. So we kind of have a little pity party moment, right? And I know I do. Like, I kick everybody out of the trailer. I go sit down, and I'm like, all right, I need a minute to focus on, like, and think about what I did wrong and why we didn't win, and have a little moment. And then, okay, that's it. You know, by the time I have my moment, somebody's knocking on the damn trailer door, and they need to talk to me for something, right? So it's like, okay, game's on, let's party, you know. And then we'll sulk the next week, right? But right now, we don't have time. We got to focus on party and dinner and everything else. And so
our crew,
it's hard.
Yeah, our crew is, we have 26 guys that are invested, you know.
Oh, wow.
Plus Rob, because, you know, we got about 12, 13 guys up front of the house. And then we got 13 guys in the back of the house that, you know, that are invested in what Rob does, you know, because we're super proud of Rob, because he does amazing stuff, you know.
Thank you, brother.
Amazing stuff.
Appreciate
that.
We
appreciate it. But yeah, we all get disappointed, and we have to pivot and say, hey, let's turn up the music. Let's go.
That's all you can do. Yeah, you literally just have to flip the switch and, like, all right, you know, we can't do anything. We can't even complain until we see the printouts. So, and that's not going to come until we tear down. So let's just party, you know, and boy, it's hard, man. You know, when you think you've had the best cook of your life and you get nothing, and you're like, oh my God.
That's the consolation prize, the printouts, because we didn't do bad last year. We didn't do bad at all. But you just don't get that finalist banner, and that's the way it is, and that's a nice consolation prize, I guess. But it's like a kick in the. It's like, oh, we were.
And what really even sucks for me for sure is I don't even get to go watch the awards. You know, if I'm not on the stage, I can't go watch the awards because I've got to focus. And I really want to go cheer my friends on, because I know somebody on that stage I'm friends with. You know, it's usually several of the guys. But I just can't do it. You know, I have to be there for the party.
What do you remember about that walk, Butter? What do you remember about being on there?
Oh man. It was in the old days where if you had two spots, you had two chief cooks.
Yeah.
And you can only turn in one meat and per chief cook. So
Yeah,
I
that's
chose
terrible.
ribs, and I walked in. I had just created FUBAR, and it was the first cook off I used FUBAR, and we got to stage and ended up 8th in ribs. And I just remember the whole experience, right? I remember them walking in, and the other chief cook at the time that we were Lost Village, and the guy he had turned in his chicken. I don't think it was even cooked. It was half raw. And so he was like, "Which one is it, ribs or chicken?" I was like, "I think you know." And so we ended up making a stage, and Richard Rawlings from Gas Monkey Garage was there, and him and I were drinking, and I was dipping into his ice chest because we had to wait forever to go on the stage. And I was literally 3 sheets to the wind by the time we made the stage. And it was me and Rusty from Robert Smith's team. And we were on the stage for ribs with a bunch of other folks. And they came down to like first place ribs. I looked at Rusty and I said, "It's either me or you, big dog." And he's like, "Oh yeah." And he ended up winning. And he was so excited, and it was just a fun experience. Darren was on the stage. He got reserve champion that year, came back the next year and won the damn thing. So, and then came back the following year and hit 93rd overall, which is pretty wild. But that was it's an experience you won't forget. That's why I can recap every moment of it. I didn't.
Yeah,
it's a long wait. It's a long wait.
Yeah, my favorite memory is actually walking up to the stage with the finalist banner with half-ass guys. Tuna, we're hooting and hollering. We had a great, there's probably 5 of us, and Diane. We were all walking up and getting to the stage. Yeah, the walk, and then you go to the backstage. I remember being there with my buddy Phil. We're back there and just hanging out, and I was, a lot of people that were winning that week. Everybody's in a great mood. Yeah, obviously ecstatic to be back there, and then walking up on the stage, overlooking the sea of people, the crowd, seeing the Ferris wheel, seeing the Astrodome, NRG, just that whole vision. I remember that pretty vividly, just walking up and looking out and going, this is pretty fucking cool, right? This is a special moment in barbecue. It's just a good time. And then going back to your camp and holding a trophy and
celebrating.
And then it's just on at that point. It was just I remember taking a moment in the back in our kitchen, Tuna, and I was tearing up, man. It was just a pretty cool moment. It was just a cool experience, man. So hats off to anybody able got to experience that, and hopefully we both get to do that.
We came back with confetti celebration when you walked in.
A lot of confetti.
It's pretty cool, Butter. You got to do that.
Hatcher did well that week. Ordered. Oh yeah, it's a mess, bro. It's a mess.
I know. Over the Hill gang, the guys next to us, they try to get the cleanest barbecue tent. Well, they don't.
Yeah.
That's not something I ever aspire to win.
I had the tears, bro. That was a great moment.
Hey, I had tears, Rob, the first year that David let me be a chief cook. Right? Yeah. He was like, "Hey, I see you're competing a lot more. I want Warpig to be a chief cook of our spot number 2, right?" And I was like, "Man, that's amazing." So when I turned in my ribs that first year, man, I had to go all the way to the back of the tent and hide and just have a moment and cry a bit, like how thankful I was, because there's so many people on the waiting list just to get in, and I was just given that opportunity, because I stuck it out with this team as their DJ, and and made my way up, and when he handed me the keys to the kingdom, it was a similar situation where I just kind of had that rush of emotion come over to me. I was like, man, this is ours now. Like, we own it, has my name on it. It means a lot. Like when they put our tent gable up, and it has the Warpig and everything, man, it really means a lot to me just to know that I'm part of that, because it was always a dream, and it's a dream for a lot of people that this thing could happen, because it's so hard to get in. And you can win some Go Texans and get in that way, but it's not really the same as having a guaranteed spot out there.
100%. I'm blessed to Tuna.
To keep it.
I'm blessed to Tuna what you said right now, to have the opportunity to cook that Power 4, like I said, Power 5.
Well, that's the same way, Butter. I mean, we were on the list for a long time, and sometimes you get lucky, and you appreciate that. I appreciate it because when you put that sign up and you're going, that's my legacy, right? So that's me. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool feeling to be part of something this big. This is huge, right?
Well, boys, we're 2 hours in. I don't want to keep y'all any longer. It's 10 o'clock. This has been some great conversation. Houston Livestock Show Rodeo is a premier event. I'm blessed. We're all blessed to live here in Houston, but people that travel in for this thing, people travel from all over. This is an international event. They do a great job. We didn't even touch on the International Village or the Champions Row, which is pretty special for people to get to cook that. There's just like I mentioned, 234,000 last year. The weather is going to be, if all accounts are hold true, it's going to be. What you got there, Butter?
Oh, just showing my Butter's buttons. Yeah, so
Buttered
you guys that want to come into the tent during the regular show, I have these buttons that I made. So we have our tickets that we have for sponsors and for other folks, and we're completely sold out. I found out today, like, I don't even have extra tickets to provide for the company that I work for. But I created these buttons years ago as a way for me to go around to my friends like Rob and all the other pitmasters to give them away and say, hey, here's a button to my tent. It gets you all access any day you want to come in, all the way back to the VIP. Because I know that the pitmasters are just going to walk in, have a couple of drinks, check it out, and then leave, right? And I don't want to hassle with giving them a wristband. And I was really hoping that the other tents would take note and this would become a thing, right? Because I hate, like, when I go up to one of my other friends' tents that I know he's the head cook of, and I gotta fight to get to the back of it, right? Like, hey man, I'm just here to see so and so. I got a tent down the road. Maybe you heard of us. Like, my God, and it's there's some poor guy. I mean, give him, it's his job, but it's some jackass at the door. It won't let me in. And it's like, man, just create a little button, that you can give to people and say, hey, here's my all access button. Because I'm not going to hang out and drink 24 beers, right? So I created these. And the point of me saying this is, for one, for other tent owners to maybe let's all do a thing like this so we can all share the love. But if you go on my Facebook page, people, I am running a raffle right now for 4 of these. These are valued at $1,000 a piece. They're good for all 3 nights, all VIP access, which gets you Casamigos, Crown Reserve, all the good stuff I have. And all the money's getting donated. So go check it out. I'm going to do 4 of them. And when I sell the first 4, when I get done with the first raffle, we're going to do another 4. And then that's it. Then they're all done. But the rest of these all go to my friends that are all the pitmasters that come out and hang out with me. So, but
we do something like that too. We have little, our logo. We do. We have silver pins.
Yeah.
That we hand out.
It's nice to just have something so you can bounce in, bounce out, right? Because I come in during the day. I never get to come in at night. But man, that's the word, Rob. Like, I go to see some of these guys' tents, and it's like Fort Knox trying to get in. Like,
no, you just described every time, right? It's like, hey, I know that's my boy. I'm a cook here. I'm not hanging. I promise you, I'll just have a drink with this guy and then I'll get out of here.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to clip this, Butter, and hopefully it next year becomes a thing, because it may be too late.
Yeah, I've been doing it since 2020, so hopefully one year we start getting more of this. It doesn't have to be a button, but like, hey, if I hand you one, maybe you have something you can hand me that gets me in your tent all 3 days, right? I don't want to have to come back every day to get a different wristband.
Phong mentioned the same thing. Hey, these cooks are going to come in, they're going to say hi, and they're going to move on.
That's right.
And that's all we're trying to do. We're just trying to.
And I don't give them to everybody, but we have a lot of friends, that cook, and a lot of the guys that come from like Champions Corner, right? They've got nowhere to go to party. Because they don't have party tents in Champions Row. So I go give all the guys buttons to come get drunk with me.
I'm sure they know that.
Yeah. I mean, come on, let's have a good time. So that's what I do. That's just a little something. But I always sell 8 of them
before the cook-off. Not sale. I do a raffle for 4 at a time to raise money, and then we donate the money. So
awesome, dude. That is awesome, man. And
that's cool.
You guys, all three of you guys are premier ambassadors for barbecue. Tuna, you too, man. This is our tent is amazing. And like you mentioned, if you're a barbecue guy and you want to come in and say hi and check it out and go on to the next spot, come on by and we'll figure something out.
Yeah, come on, see us
for that as well. So, Butter, talk real quick. Your happy hour is Wednesday.
Yeah, let's do Wednesday at 7 p.m. If you're out there, come see us. Just drop by. We back up to the carnival. If you don't know where we're at, right by turn in. So just head towards the Astronome, I guess, and you'll find us. But come have some drinks with us. Let's have a good time and get our minds focused and ready for the shenanigans that are going to take place come Thursday, and then we'll head over to us. So we'll get our steps in and check everything out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a week from tonight. We're doing podcasts from our place. Yeah.
Yeah.
1 week.
We're gonna have I know, right? We're gonna have
my
the
blood
LED,
pressure just went up. Yeah.
We're gonna have the LED board. We're gonna have some food there as well for you guys to come out there. We'll have the bar open, beer. Basically, we're gonna have 2 selections of beer. Not the bar, not the full liquor and everything, because we got to haul in ice for this deal.
That's true.
Yeah, we're gonna have 2 selections of beer, Miller Lite and Ultra, and you guys we'll feed you. There'll be something that you can make yourself, like a fajita bar or something. We haven't figured that completely out, but we'll have the LED board. We'll have some pit masters come on stage, like we do, Butter, from your tent as well. We'll have speak for about 5-10 minutes and go on. We'll do an hour and a half show, and that'll be it, man. It'll be a good time.
Yeah, it's the only time. It's the only day we have to relax and really
chill.
Just kind of hang out together.
Because the next day
we're excited to host you on the pit masters. So
yep.
Most definitely, man. It's gonna be a good time.
Can we bring anything, Butter? Bring if you want liquor, bring it.
Oh, Sean, yeah. If you want liquor, bring it. Bring whatever you want. I mean, we'll have I don't know that we'll have ice either, Rob. Right? I mean,
ice.
No. We're not gonna have ice. Yeah, we're not gonna have ice. So we won't really have any way to make a mixed drink. So bring whatever you want. I mean, it's Wednesday, right?
It's
really no rules. So.
And it's not a party, HLSR. If you're listening,
it's not a party. it's team building. Team building.
Just to clear our minds, to get right for the weekend. All right,
to get ready to follow the rules. That's what we're doing.
Absolutely.
We're focusing our brains to follow the rules.
Hey, great show. Next week I'll do the wrap-up recap and the upcoming events. But the upcoming events is there's a few this weekend, but mainly we're all looking forward to Houston at this point. It's coming up pretty quick. It is the big one, especially here in our area. We're all Houstonians here, and even Phong that was there. So we're excited to if you're coming in from out of town, we're excited to meet you and hang out, and 2 great options that we can hang out and have a good time before the madness begins, because it is a straight craziness after once Thursday hits. We got meat tagging and as a cook, and Tuna's got sponsor night. Butter, you got it all on there. So
it's wild.
It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, let's have a great time, and hopefully, I mean, somebody's gonna win it, right? So hopefully one of us gets a call. That'd be great.
Let's do it. One of us wins it.
I mean, we're all gonna bust our ass, and we're all gonna cook the best meat we've ever cooked. I hope everybody has the best cook of their life, so that we have the best competition out there. And I'm cheering for you. If I'm not on the stage, I'm cheering for you. If I'm on the stage next to you, I'm cheering for you.
Well, so, even if you're watching tonight, let's put some good juju towards the host, juju, the guests, and the Gooder gang. I know Sean's watching. Wes Reed is going to be there. Chicken Fried will be there. Shane will be there. Jackie, of course.
Adam Martinez is going to be there. Phil Breeden's going to be there.
Tony Tanache, Phil.
He's coming.
I'm looking to see who all. Justin West. I'm talking about these people that are watching right now. Daniel Aguilar. What's Butters? Oh, where do you got that question? James Dodson will be there. Micah G. Walt, I believe, is cooking there with Pitmaker. I believe Jeff Dennison. James Miller will be there. I'm just running through here. Just giving some good juju, like I said. Let me close this out here. Because hey, Butter, thanks for being the de facto co-host. Tuna,
anytime, man.
I'm glad to introduce you to the pit masters out here because you are a great person. I've been very, very happy, like I mentioned, that you asked me to do this because it is not easy. Not a lot of people don't get the opportunity to cook Houston, man. And so thank you for asking me.
Do it.
I'm glad we got to do the stage, and let's do it again this year.
Yeah, let's do it.
Butter, see you next week.
All right,
Hell
for
yeah,
Phong checking in from Xtreme Texas Cookers, Dennis Butterworth from Warpig BBQ, Tuna Wynn from Half Fast Cookers. My name is Robert Rocha with Bullhorn BBQ and Half Fast Cookers. Tuna hooked us up, by the way. Swag. We didn't even talk about swag. But y'all, Butter's all about the swag. Even Phong has the swag. It's such a cool event, man. Everybody gets excited. Y'all stick around real quick before I close this show out. I'm gonna let Case close this out, and we will get out of here. All right, guys. Oh, next week again, Butter's Happy Hour. We're gonna be doing a live show at the Half Fest tent. LED, everything going on, and we'll feed you. All right. Well, that's gonna wrap up the show tonight. We will see you all next week in Houston at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo World Championship Barbecue Cook-Off. All right, Case. Let me find that video. Close us out.
Good night to all of you wonderful people in Barbecue Nation. You too, California.